What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us again. Here, interviewing Dank. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Dank, he's a videographer, photographer, very fucking talented.
Yes,
he's
sir.
great. Before every episode, I like to show a sample of a creative or artist's work, show who they are, give you some background on who they are, what they make, the little insight into them. So this episode was actually made and put together by Dank himself. It's a reel, like a promo compilation of his work. So enjoy that this time. Real treat to be able to put that in there. That's awesome that I get to show you guys that, like actual straight just work from them, edited from them and everything. So enjoy that. The time code, if you would rather just skip straight to the interview, is going to pop up in the screen now.
To be scared of what I do. Anything shit's sweet, but I'm too hard. I ain't scared of nothing you'll do. You got me acting a fool. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. 'Cause I can't break free from your love. Hey, Dax. Demons holding on to me, and I can't break free. I can't even go to sleep without you next to me. I feel ecstasy when you look at me, yeah. And I can't break free from your love, yeah. Baby, I don't know whether I should stay or whether I should go. Tell me if I'm wrong, 'cause my heart is getting real cold. And I've been moving real slow just to feel like I'm at home.
And we're back. So, man, it's great to be able to sit down with you here today. We met first, when was it?
The time that Hua was at a venue that wasn't very open to 21 and under.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was pretty fucked up. One of the earlier episodes, the recap, the venue was held at, they didn't let 21 years old and under enter. Which is valid, but that means crew and media weren't allowed who were under 21.
Yeah.
So Dank wasn't able to come in and shoot, which is pretty fucked up.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. R.I.P. the shots
still got work though. Yeah, we were shooting for Rod Glow, and we literally just went down the street to shoot for Rod, and then I think we asked CJ to shoot inside because CJ could get in there.
Yeah.
We couldn't get in there. So we just asked CJ to shoot something for us. So
where'd y'all go shoot?
Literally, we walked just up the road and then walked around like on the street and just started shooting like that.
What, like a music video or like vlog?
Oh yeah, it was for Rod's song. I forget which song it was, but it was, just a music video for Rod's song. Yeah,
that's dope. I ever since that night that when I met Rod Glow there, also I've been wanting to link up with him also.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he seemed really fucking cool. But yeah. Yeah, so RIP on all the shots that he missed out on because of that. It's pretty fucked up. So we don't forgive you, venue, for not letting Dank in.
We don't even remember your venue.
Yeah,
and I'm sure Hua doesn't remember either.
I feel bad now because I do remember the venue name, but I'm going to pretend like I don't. fuck the venue. All right, so man, how long have you... Also, before I ask this question, I do apologize because I wouldn't fucking shut my mouth when I was setting up for this interview, setting up the lights and cameras and everything. So we did talk for like an hour. So if I ask you anything that you already said, I do apologize.
That's okay. That. No. I get it. That's good.
Feel you, dick. So man, how long have you been shooting?
I've been shooting since May of 2022. I had my camera since 2019 about, but that was mainly so I could. Because that's when I was trying to start in doing my own thing, and for college especially because I'm in college and coming in as a film student and switching over to photography at some point. When I just started shooting photography, I just fell in love with a single frame rather than so many frames. Like, so I've been shooting with my starter camera, trying to looking for the upgrade funds so I could get to work. I feel like that's my main thing. Like, I have the energy and the passion. Like, I'm ready to do business. It's just I'm afraid of my own camera working against me and equipment issues, and especially because my most frequent is Hua shows at Hawaiian Brian's. The lighting in there is not friendly to my camera. It's real mean to my camera. But I fix it as much as I can. I usually like to get it right in camera. That's like my thing. Is I don't expect myself to Photoshop it. I was like, Photoshop is the last thing I gotta do. No matter what, I'm not touching it in Photoshop.
Valid.
So if I get it right in camera, then that's perfect. I only have to do a little bit of touching. But Hawaiian Brian's is different. There isn't a little bit of touching. There's a lot of touching. There's so much touching.
Hell in there.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a journey so far.
Yeah. For that show, the camera I rented for it, the A7 III, was great. It got a lot of detail in the shots. I think I did. It was my first time using that camera, so I did push the ISO a little bit further than I had hoped. So I did introduce a little grain from that. Mm-hmm. But I kind of live by the belief that I prefer to have, to an extent, I will prefer grain over poorly exposing my shot. But my other camera, the one that has your shot right now, the lights were not kind to him. Yeah. He could not deal with the lights nearly as much. So it was, eesh.
Yeah, it was a little better because this one time, I forget which Hua show, but there's one time I was there. I'm not sure if you were there, but Drake, DE Visions was there, and he let me, he brought 2 cameras, and he had a Canon as the second one, and he had a lens that had a little bit more aperture than I did. Yeah. That was like beautiful. It was like a 20 to 70. Yeah. Like, I think it was like maybe F2 or something. That one extra F made my pictures so much better. Yeah. The 70 made it so much better.
Oh my God.
But then he didn't have it the second time, and I didn't want to ask him be like that. Yeah. So that second time it was just me and my starter kit making it work. Yeah. But I still love some of the shots I got there. Like, yeah. Like, some of my favorite shots I've ever taken have been in that venue. Yeah.
Oh my God, that one night, definitely several of my favorite shot ever were shot on that A7 III. Yeah. That was crazy. This lens right here, I love it. It's a 25mm prime, but it has, I think it's 1.7 aperture. Damn. Which is great because for the whole deal I got the entire camera and then 3 lenses for 360. However many years ago. Ooh, this lens. Yeah, I love this lens for that.
That's interesting that you like the 25, but I guess that's a videographer thing.
Well, so like you know how they say like around 50 is a good like portrait distance.
Well, actually, because I'm a nerd. I'm a camera nerd. I know all this shit, right? So, 35 millimeters. Yep. Typically is the field of view of a human being that you can get on a camera. Yeah. That's like the general accepted FOV as a simulating looking. But even at 35 is like a little bit of skewing on the outside. Yeah. I forget what it's called, but
a little fisheye, just a tiny little bit.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah. So you can real notice, especially up close. You make people look fat if you have that thing, right? And it's different depending on your sensor too. Because if you have a full frame, then 35 is the way to go. But if you don't, or it's full frame is 50 millimeters is the FOV. 35 is crop sensor. The typical crop sensor, which is a 1.5. Being,
is it APS-C?
APS-C. Yes, that's a usual crop sensor. Yeah. So that's like eye view. 50 typically on a full frame is pulling it a little bit too far away. The range that you want to do for portraits typically is 70 to 120.
Interesting.
120 is pushing it a lot. Yeah. 70 to like there's like a 70 millimeter portrait lens, 85 portrait lens, and a 105. Those 3 are like the typical standard portrait stuff. just because of like the bokeh and the separation from background, like that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
And the perspective things too, because you don't want to shoot someone at 18 millimeters, because then it like makes them all good, right? Yeah. So 50 and higher is good. 50 is kind of pushing it, but that's my starter lens, so I have 55 is highest.
Interesting.
So sometimes I just gotta do a 50.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So one, I haven't really been able to test out that many lenses.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
of funds.
Yeah. Right.
But because I have a micro 4/3 sensor compared to a full frame, it's a double crop factor.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like equivalent to a 50 and a full frame.
Yeah. Okay. I have something about that too, because my
zoom
professor
back?
has my professor is like real hard on this. That one specific fact is crop factoring. So your crop ratio is 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
From micro 4/3 to full frame.
Yeah. It looks the way of the physics of the camera. It looks that like you're at 50.
Yeah.
But it's just not a zoom.
Yeah.
Like, because he's heard people say like, oh, I'm gonna put a whatever millimeter on my crop sensor, I'm gonna get extra zoom. You don't get extra zoom. It just looks like you're at that zoom level because of the physics of how the light projects onto the sensor.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you understand that, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I know that it doesn't actually zoom it, but I guess it does kind of come down to I haven't really been able to mess around with that many lenses. And I say I love this one solely because it's my best one. I would love to, if I could, I would love to mess around with a bunch of different lenses.
Yeah.
Because everybody talks about, it's classic. Everyone says it's not the camera, it's the lens.
Yeah, that is half, that's like 70% of the battle is the lens.
But like, it's so difficult because cameras are pretty easy to, cameras have a lot of quantifiable specs to them where you can compare cameras. But then also different sensors react differently to light. But lenses, it's so, without just getting your hands on so many of them, I don't even know how to compare them because like I could study, be like, find some of, here's what this lens looks like here. Here's what this lens looks like for the same shot. But without getting my hands on them, I don't know how it's
like impossible.
How it relates. And then even when you get into really nice lenses, how like buying a lens isn't so straightforward because when you get into really expensive lenses, you have to make sure that the glass is actually good quality because all the glass isn't made the same, even from the same factory, from the same manufacturer. It's crazy, man. Oh my god.
The media side.
I'm so ready to break into your head and get some fucking knowledge. I'm so excited for that. Now I'm kind of just thinking like, oh fuck, what questions have I always had?
Like general stuff.
Yeah. I kind of hit on this when I kind of asked about this when we were talking before we started the interview. So photography, film, studies like that in school. Yeah. Does it help? Is it worth it?
Well, it depends. Because I feel like the material itself, when not particularly cared for, is not that good. Because I've had stories of my classmates that had different professors with the same material. And I can think of one right now. Just Lee, he was taking the exact same course, 107D, Art 107D, but with a different teacher. The course is the same. But the teacher, like the way that they were teaching it was just not good. And it wasn't like, it wasn't a benefit to the course, like objectives or whatever. Yeah. So I feel like my experience at Leeward Community College is my professor, Don, he is, as much as he's a hard ass, he is like, has like drilled all the fundamentals into my head. So as like a fundamental basis, it's perfect. Like I say it'd be kind of worth it. Maybe not like you have to just decide for yourself if you want to go to like a uni and do that stuff. Because the way I always thought about it was it's a community college, right? So it's
Yeah.
going to be like $6K a year for Math 100. I'm not taking Math 100 at University of Hawaii for $60,000. Like, it's the same course requirements. It's just at a different place. So when I went to CC, it's like, oh yeah, I'm getting all these classes and I don't have to pay that much, and I'm just learning it, like the fundamentals. And now everything that I've learned is now me playing with it, me experimenting with it, getting more experience with it, because I know the inside of my camera in and out.
Yeah.
I understand what the settings do. I understand every little part about composition and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all I gotta do is apply it. All I gotta do is have fun. And yeah, I'd say it's worth it. If you just gotta play it smart, though, you gotta get kind of lucky on how you do it. Film stuff, I'm not sure. I only did like 2 classes of that.
Oof, you're saying some dangerous words that could get me not shutting up. Talking about composition, oh my god, inside and out of a camera, you better be careful. Wow, fuck, composition is such a fun
Thing.
Yeah, like there's some shit about creative film photography, that field. There's some things that are kind of tedious. Composition is not one of them. It's so fucking fun to learn about how how everything about a frame interacts with somebody and affects their perception of it.
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
like,
God.
give me a picture, man. I'll talk about it for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Like, you give me your best work and I'll break it down. I'll tell you exactly like how I'm feeling and I'll talk with you, like, because the most important thing about any art is the why. Like, I love talking about the whys of stuff, like the why did you shoot at f8? Why did you shoot at 60 a second? Why did you shoot at ISO 1600 when you could have shot it at 100? Why did you give them like the stuff of, why are you shooting horizontal or vertical, right? Vertical because you want to post it on social media, right? So then if you're posting on social media, why do you choose the colors that you choose? You gotta do popping colors. For a video, you gotta think speed. Like, the first second or 2 seconds that is on that scroll is the most important 2 seconds, because people are just gonna like,
that's what
keep
scrolling
swiping.
is.
So there's just like a lot of whys, and then there's a lot of the practical whys, the logical whys, but then there's also the artistic intentions and the messages and stuff like that. I love all that shit. I'm a nerd for
I'm such a fucking nerd for it. Last night, me and my girl, we were watching Halloween, the original Halloween movie, and made in 1978. And as I'm watching it, it's great. The cinematography is great. It was a groundbreaking movie for slasher films like that. But looking at the technological limitations they had in 1978, it's kind of crazy, because the color grading of it was one of the very first things I noticed, where they would have shots in the first 5 minutes of the movie. They had a scene where it had 2 camera shots, one that was facing down the street this way, the other was facing down the street that way. And I noticed it showed one shot and I was like, yep, not thinking about it. And then it shows the next shot, which is facing down the street the other way, and the colors are completely different. Like, the grass is a different color, all the whites are crushed, the blacks are gray. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized it was literally just because the one shot was facing into the direction of the sun. And back then in 1978, they couldn't even account for
anything
that.
About
they didn't have variable ND filters. They didn't have any types of filter. Oh my God, the sensors weren't good enough on the film. Oh, it's insane. Sensors, I'm stupid. It was film.
It's film.
It's crazy though, man. Oh my God. That's one of the things I told you. This camera, I said that the sensor size was one of the reasons I wanted to get rid of it. The other is the color depth. So that's
the color science and stuff.
Yeah. So that's an 8-bit camera. It only shoots an 8-bit. I need minimum 10, and I want to get a 12-bit camera, a camera that can shoot in 12-bit, because I could move into it in the future. Whereas I couldn't really 10-bit right now color would be fine for me when I edit in DaVinci Resolve. You know, that would allow me enough information to where I could color grade right, you know? And manipulate, if I overexpose or underexpose a shot, I could manipulate the lights and the blacks however like I want. And then fuck, man, I could talk. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm sorry.
No. You're good. It's a media special episode. People don't understand. They don't understand all this shit that goes on. For the camera people. So, what has been your biggest, like, what has made you learn the most? Well, I want to be basic and say doing it, but it's like for like the fundamentals, I guess, because one thing is that some of the people that are in photography right now are like, they shoot in auto, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing shooting in auto? And like if you look at the metadata of their thing, it's like ISO 1600, 1,000th a second. Like, why are you doing that, right? And it's like, it's because they just don't understand the camera. They're more of a business people. Yeah. But like for me, like, I understand the camera. I know what I got to do to get. Well, try to get it. Depends on location and you know, you can't just shoot at the sun and like know that you can get it, right? You have to get real special things to do that. But in normal situations, it's like, I'm never unsure. I always have some kind of idea of what I'm supposed to do because I have the fundamentals of how light works, how my camera captures light, how my camera settings affect like whatever that I need, right? So higher shutters for no motion blur. You want motion blur? Lower your shutter, like all that stuff. So it's just all that fundamentals, and it's just going out and doing it. It's just like, why am I could do a slow shutter thing here. I could do if someone's like doing sports and stuff, like, oh, I need to take a picture of him throwing a ball. So I gotta go knock that shutter speed all the way up, thousands a second, and then try to find enough light and stuff. And especially when I'm walked into a corner like Hawaiian Brian's, that's like a real special instance of me having no clue. When I first got in there, I was taking test shots because they were doing like the pre-audio setups and stuff with Jacoby, and so I always show up early to things. I try to be early for everything, so I was there early, just setting up shots.
I remember. Yeah, that was when we really met. Because we met outside of
that first one.
The one. Yeah. But then in there, when we actually were able to, like, we were both shooting in there and shit in the shits.
in the Bryans, right? So I was struggling because I was like, I don't want to push my ISO higher than 1600. Like 800 is like pushing it so far for my camera specifically. Mine's
the same way. It's like, where 800, I'm okay with 800 on mine. I can't go above that though.
800 is like, I can try to save it. I know that I'm able to save it, but that was the first time I was shooting there. So I was like, fuck, what is this gonna look like on my computer? And then there was like, the nature of shooting a concert is like, I want to shoot at high shutters for photography, but you can't because there's no light, and I don't have a high aperture. That's an equipment block now. So I gotta learn. I know my camera, I know its limits, so I just have to accept 1/30th or 1/60th. Even though some artists are real hyper, some of them, like, one of my most beautiful shots are when they're just sitting there talking, but when they're actually performing, it's just like click 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 click. Thank God, please think click 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 click. Please. It's just like, it's that. And then also like learning to edit after them too. Like that's like, my style has already been developed from before that, and doing the Brian shows is like, I can that's like right on my money for my style is fucking completely black studio style, crazy lighting, all that stuff. That's perfect. I love that. As much as I kind of messed, like, on the business side, I was trying to merge the business side. I don't think I was doing it right the first time for the business, because I had a business media entrepreneurship class too, so I was like learning business from them too. And specifically for photographers, it's like people usually are charging hourly rates, 120 something or $90 for hours, and it's a concert, right? And it's not like the money is coming from the artist; it would be coming from the event coordinators to have me shooting per hour of the concert. That's like if I was shooting for Blaisdell, an actual like company that has that money to spend on media, right? But Yahuwah doesn't really have that in their budget, which is like, oh, that's okay.
Underground is so much different.
Yeah,
from
I'll just come in and shoot just because, right? And then I'll have the artists pick what they want, and I have my clientele structure is real simple. It's like $10 a photo, 20% off every 5. So it's like, you buy 4 and you get a 5th one, right? And it's like also throw in like if you want all of them, I'll just do half off, so you just get half for free. Like I want to give you the photos. I want you to get the content out there because that's marketing and that's branding for me to have that promotion of you posting your pictures, and I hope you like it because it's like that's like also part of the art, part of the community. But for the nature of it being a concert, was real not good to have $10 per photo because I was overworking myself because I was shooting it like, oh, I'm going to put all these pictures together for them. I need to shoot as much as I can and make sure that they get what they need. And I had like 9,000 pictures over like 3 SD cards. Man. And I was like, I'm not doing it right. Yeah. And it was a couple of communication issues. I don't know if it was on my side or the artist not understanding just like some of the things, like because I would shoot for them and then put them all together and like I'll throw my ugly ass watermark on there and then tell them, oh, don't post the one with the watermark. You're looking at these so you can pick which ones you want. Because how I think about it, it's like I don't want to charge you $60 an hour for photos that you don't want.
Yeah,
right.
Facts. Yeah, valid.
So that's why you pick the ones you want and you just pay for the ones you want. Yeah. But in that setting for artists, like it wasn't good because they need a quantity of them rather than just a single one. A couple of them have done it, but then some of them just haven't gotten any, like for whatever reason. It's like, okay, that's my bad. So the last show I shot, I just do retainers. I'm just gonna do retainers now. So it's just like, pay me 20 whatever bucks, I'll shoot for you. And I'm shooting, I'm trying to control myself. I'm like watching my shutter count. I don't want to like shoot 1,000 per person because that's unrealistic.
You make editing so hard.
Because
you have the same picture like 5 times, and then you just spend 5 minutes going, all right, which of these is the one, right?
And then like you edit it.
Minuscule changes.
Yeah, and then you edit that one, and then you switch over. It's like, oh shit, that one's kind of better. And it's like, fuck, like but I'm pretty comfortable with events already, so I feel like I've gone over that learning curve. It's just next one up is Nexus 3, hosted by Drunk. I think it's like the November 14th or something like that. That's the next one I'm gonna be at. Another one where it's not the media in the budget thing, so I'm just gonna be asking retainers for artists to let me shoot for them. That's my business plan for artist wise, but for normal clientele, like $10 per photo is like not, through my research, is a competitive price. Because I've heard $20 per photo or 100 for an hour, right? And there's also kind of a problem with that. Like, I don't mind doing an hourly payment. It's just that, like, let's say you want me to get a picture of you on the beach, and we do that in like 30 minutes. Now I'm obligated to shoot 30 more minutes of photos for you, and that's more work for me. And it's not like an equal thing. And then it's also like, why would you want to pay for pictures you don't want and you're never gonna use? So like,
facts.
Just shoot for them, and then, oh, you like these 5, then buy the 5. I'm like, sure.
That's a good way to do it. Even so they don't have to pay as much for like a hourly rate if they don't really care about how much you can shoot in an hour. You know, you could shoot so many photos in an hour if you're just going, and they only want, like, maybe they have an idea for like a few or like a couple.
If they need an album cover, They're not gonna
yeah.
shoot for an hour for one picture of an album cover. Like, if someone wants an album cover, we'll just shoot it for like a couple, like 10 minutes, and we'll knock it out. Like, just give me the vision, and then we'll work on it. We'll shoot it. Like, the time part is the editing part. It's not the shooting part.
What do you use? What do you use? Photoshop, Lightroom, or what?
Lightroom all the way.
Yeah.
I stay away from Photoshop. There's only like specific instances where I need it, and that's just like taking shit out of the picture. Because sometimes Lightroom can't do it well. There's like a couple pictures from Brian's, or like the exit sign, or the fucking like someone's dumb phone light or something. Yeah. I just like, and Lightroom can't take it out. Like, fuck, Photoshop out.
Yep.
But I try to stay away from Photoshop.
Yeah. Yeah, man, light's crazy. Light is so fucking important. That was probably the first big step I had.
Was light?
Yeah, was learning the exposure triangle between ISO, shutter speed, and aperture.
Yeah.
And even in photography and videography are also different, because for me, I set my shutter speed is set.
Because it's a video camera, right?
Unless I would have a reason to change it,
right?
Which I've never run into a creative reason yet. Right. It's set. It's just double the frame rate. Yeah. So and then frame rate also affects light, obviously, and then motion blur and everything. But it's so fun to. It's like creative problem solving. It's just a little bit of creative problem solving. Like in Hawaiian Brian's at night. Fuck, it's real dark here. All right, let me pull my aperture fucking low as hell, and I'm just have to make sure. But then also, like, in the moment, I don't have a focus puller for my camera, especially when I'm at a gig like that. I'm not gonna. I probably won't want, with that stage and everything in mind, I probably wouldn't want a giant focus puller and giant rig, I probably want something smaller. So then it's, all right, if I'm taking the aperture this low, I need to make sure I have them in focus, because then the depth of field, it becomes that thin,
low apertures there is scary, man.
That's why, I try, whenever I shoot in a dark place, I try my absolute best to load up with motherfucking lights. That was something I had to learn, because my fucking shutter speed set, my aperture is pretty much set 800. I don't want to go higher.
Right.
I never go higher than 800. I try to. So then it's, if my aperture at 1.7 doesn't cut it in brightness, I'm fucked.
Right. Yeah. The only other option is bringing your own light, but
in
my opinion, I don't like flash. Well, there's two double-edged sword to flash, really. It's like, you get that, like, any flash picture, like typical flash picture is like, it has a little bit of nostalgia to it, because that's how Polaroids and film cameras shot, because they literally can't shoot without that flash, or else you're not going to get any picture. So it does have that kind of like, that nice little feel to it. Yeah. But it's like,
the shadows it casts also.
It. Yeah. For sure, that the shadows after, like, but I just hate. I just can't, as a creative. I just like don't want to pop my flash and give up control, really. Well, because you can control flash and stuff, and a lot of photography is flash, but it's not in that same. I'm specifically talking about the flash that you would use at Brian's, which would just be top of the camera, and you just shoot it. So it's just direct flash, which doesn't look good usually as a artistic thing, because you don't want red eye, you don't want all this other shit that happens from straight on lights. But like, normal photography, like in a studio, you just put a external flash up here, and then boom, it's like perfect like lighting. Yeah. But you can also get that with studio lights, which is just video lights too. Yeah. Which is, I have some of those, but it's not that good.
Yeah. Yeah. I really like these lights that I have. So these, I want to say they were either 40 I bought two of these last year, and they were either 40 each or 70 each, something like that. But I really like them because all LEDs, so it can go. I can change the hue of the white at all to make it colder and warmer along the spectrum between negative 270 and then 450 or something like that. And then I can also get any color on it, which is dope. And also it has on these.
Oh yeah.
And then it has some programmed scenes into it, so I can make it like candlelight, rave light, cop car lights, ambulance lights.
That's fire.
Shit like that. It's really it has a static TV one, which is really cool. I like, and you can control on an app from your phone. And then right now they're plugged into the wall. They have batteries also that they come with, which are real good and last like an hour and a half. Yeah, I think like hour and a half, which is awesome. I love them so much, because out somewhere shooting a music video, maybe don't have somewhere to plug them in.
Right.
Perfect. I love them.
You should send me that link.
You said what?
Send me that link. I have like basic bulbs and stuff, and like, cause like the way I learn is, I just like I have the light stands, I have the light bulbs, I have to switch them out every time, whenever I don't want to use them. They're just LEDs, but it's just like dimmable LEDs. It's not like changing the colors and stuff. So what you do for that is you get color gels. So I have color gels coming in the mail, so I can put them on my thing. Because that's like the thing I want to do is, as much as I like white lights, because I can just do black and white, but I like that Hawaiian Brian's look now. So I want to do that crazy purples and blue.
I wish we had known each other earlier this spring. I got rid of all my gel filters after I got these.
Oh yeah,
because I was the same way.
Yeah.
And I don't know what type of gel filters you're ordering. I had cheap ass, just like wrapping paper, basically.
And anything kind of works.
Yeah,
it just
depends
on the light, because you don't want to burn plastic.
Yeah, It was ghetto though. It was real fucking ghetto what I was doing, because I would just try and get some duct tape on there. You cut it. It's all like cut like terribly.
That's literally what you do. You just cut a little circle and then you tape it, or you rubber band it around the light.
Yeah.
And that's your color. That's it.
Yeah. Another thing I want to learn to work with, because I have some really shitty ones from like 2018, but I want to learn to work with like umbrellas and soft boxes.
Boxes?
Yeah, to get like...
I have a couple of them. I'm more of a dramatic, moody guy, so it's like...
so you like hard light?
So hard light is real good.
Interesting.
I do have soft boxes, and all you gotta do is just take the soft box off, and then boom, you got hard light. So... Yeah. But yeah, but definitely... Just because like... all the like photography, like business... Instagram people are all like, find your niche and then only work on that niche. It's like, no, like I know how to do all this shit. I can do all this shit if you want me to do. That's why like when I first started, I just put an ad on Craigslist, like, you need a photo taken, I'll take it for you. Like, what do you need? Like, I've had like that one guy I was talking about before the show. He wants me to just take videos of his grappling matches. All I gotta do is just walk up there, put my tripod down, put my camera on it, and then just record his match, and that's all he wants, right? But then some people, maybe they wanted like a product shot, or that's like my plan is like, I don't know, because after school I need to do something. So business wise, like if I had like my own studio or whatever, I would just like be cold calling businesses all day, just like, you need ads, you need like a product shot, because I know how to do all that stuff. It's just that I don't have clientele that want me to do it. It's just marketing shit.
Cold calling, man. Fuck. I do the Instagram version of cold calling, just cold DMing. That shit is brutal, man.
I have a hard time with that too.
It's just man.
And mainly that's because my equipment, like with my friends, like I've Aiden by ADD, like I've been shooting the sample stuff, shot that shit on, I don't know if the Too Far video was shot on my camera. I think it was shot on Chaesar's camera, but yeah, that shit was all on my dookie little silly little starter camera, right? And it's like, we have an understanding, like we're just boys, right? We just know, like it's whatever, right? But like when I talk to like a serious artist, or like someone that I'm not like, particularly friends with, I like to be friends with you and work with you, but I'm like, I don't want to pull up and be like, put your ghetto best foot forward. I don't want to like shoot, because like I will shoot, like I have the time to shoot, and like, I want to work on stuff. It's just that I'm scared of my equipment. I don't want to do a shit job because my equipment is not good. So obviously I want to like collab with. I've been trying to work like me, Aiden by ADD, right? We've been shooting him with a while, and then Kiza and 4-4 did a.
Yep.
The first time I met them was when they're shooting "I'm the Devil" for Aiden, and it was like pretty cool because they were living in Arizona and they're from here, but they live in Arizona.
Yeah.
So they came back to shoot. So I was like, the crazy cameras. That's why I got obsessed with a gimbal, because Kiza is fucking crazy with a gimbal. I was like, oh, okay, that's the next thing I'll buy. I'll buy a gimbal. Not even thinking about how shit my camera is, right? So
thankfully, most camera bodies use the same mount. Thankfully,
yeah, I think that's a universal standard. I think if there's another camera that
Thank God
doesn't use
it's not
it,
fucking proprietary. That'd just be another fucking
thing you gotta buy.
Yeah, another adapter,
hot shoe adapter, whatever. Yeah. So I just trying to surround myself with better videographer people.
Same.
I don't want to be like a user, like I want to work with you. I don't want to like be like, oh, can I rent your camera, or just let me use your camera for a whole day, please? Like, no, I'd rather work with people that have the actual camera equipment, and because I got everything except the equipment.
Yeah.
I got the drive, the ideas, the passion, the skills. It's just that camera is just so bad. I just want to do one so bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I said this before. If you genuinely like, fuck it, bro. We're doing the same thing. We're both, like we said, we're both
In the muck.
If you ever want to borrow anything, my camera, lens, the gimbal, anything really, man, I got you. Lights. You ever want to fuck around with those? If you're doing something where you need lots of lights.
Yeah.
Those little, I have 2 tripods. I have the Amazon Basics and the better one.
Yeah.
And then I have fucking like 7 or 8 of those shitty ass ones that the lights on. The cheapest fucking tripod.
Light stands.
Yeah, the cheapest light stands you can possibly get. I have like 7 or 8 of those.
I have like 3 sets of backdrop stands and 3 sets of backdrops, but like all before I realized that I should just buy paper.
Yeah,
these paper backdrops.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In like 2018, I bought a backdrop set. 2019, 2018, cheapest one I could find on eBay.
Yeah,
and it came with I think it came with. It was either 2 or 4 of those, and then it came with the backdrop stands, and then some shitty ass fucking
paper.
Yeah, something like that.
Like raggy material.
Yeah,
that doesn't
I don't even think it was that. I don't even think it was rag material. But I actually used that for most of my interviews, like before these last 3 or 4 in the studio. I bought fake grass.
Your backgrounds.
Yeah. And I would put it up on those the stands like that. So I was like, fuck it,
That was kind of cool.
Because they did, yeah.
Also, like that one, was that the studio, the Kailua one that has the blue backdrop?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the paper backdrop. I'm like,
and those are great because it has backdrops in there, and it has an electronic fucking backdrop holder with like blue, white, red, tan. I think that's it. They didn't have a green screen, which is weird.
I was just trying to like do budgeting. I was looking at backdrops and stuff. Like, I think a full triple backdrop setup is like $470 to get all this stuff together.
How big?
10 inches by something. I forget. I don't know the measurements by hand, but
like 10
it would
inches.
Be like no, not 10 feet.
Yeah,
wait, that's just like
just get really thin, right? And I'll take your shot.
I'll shoot it from all the way back here with a fucking 1000 millimeter lens. No, it was so it would be a triple backdrop with the roll down paper. Yeah, and then because the paper is $100. A white paper seamless, $110.
Damn,
black.
Did it look like it was a lot of paper though? Like.
Yeah, it was a like a full size thing, like proper set.
A lot though, so we're like you would have it for a long time, even if the white gets dirty. You don't have to. You're like, well, it's dirty. I'm fucked. Like you can, or what?
That's a great question. I'm pretty sure it was because that's what other like actual studios use
Yeah.
is like it's like Savage Papers or whatever like that
Yeah.
brand is called. Is yeah, they have like a bunch of colored papers and like, oh, I only need white and black and gray probably. That's like 300 together because they're all $100.
Sheesh.
Wait, no, that's not true. Wait. Yeah, wait. It's like $300, and then
Jesus.
the mounts for them are like $70 for the triple mount, and then the little things that you turn it.
Yeah.
The little.
Yeah. The little cable things.
Yeah. That's like $40. That's like $40. Or I don't remember if it was $40 for a set or it was $40 for each little row of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just little stuff like clamps and shit. Like
Mhm,
you
yeah.
gotta make sure the backdrop's not like fucked up. So
Yeah.
so if I ever have a space, because my one problem right now is I just don't have space. Like I have my setup in my room and I can take like half body and that's like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you need headshots, I take headshots. But
Yeah.
it's just a matter of space, equipment, that shit. Basic stuff,
Yeah. The Kailua studio was good. The only thing was, I don't know how wide it was. It's tough for me to guess how wide it was.
Yeah, I
If
have
it was
no
10
idea.
feet, I want to say it was less than 10 feet. I'm pretty sure, but it was hard to get wide shots or like full body shots with
Yeah.
It was tough, but yeah, it's better than nothing. I would suggest that to you, but that's far. That's a far ass drive for you.
Yeah, I would rather like, like I was talking about like my dream goal for like
Yeah.
business. Like, as much as I would like to start it right now, but it's
Yeah.
just like not realistic.
Yeah,
But
it's just so
To get my own
expensive.
studio space
Yep.
and like have like full control over that stuff and then I would literally live in my fucking studio. If I bought that space, I'm living in there. I'm fucking cold calling people, cold DMing people all day. If I'm free that day, I'm not. If no one's scheduled, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not like.
Yeah.
I got to do something, right? I got to get someone in there. And I know the business too, the studio specifically business. I know that it's fucking hard, and I could run it. It's just the funds are like, it's just funds, man.
Yeah, I'm
Funding.
not even worrying about making my, even though that is one of my biggest dreams, is getting my own studio, setting it up how I want, both for shooting music videos and for the podcast, setting up a great like
Set.
set. I would love to be able to do set design.
Yeah.
For this podcast, and then for
Get a
for
big
music
ass
videos, I would love to just have a space where I could freely, not stressing, just do whatever set design I want.
Yep. That's a big space.
Man, but I mean, it's just I'm not even gonna think about that until down the road when I actually can afford it.
Yeah.
When
that's
I can
true.
actually.
I can't even stop thinking about it though. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, because that's just one other obstacle.
Yep.
Is
it is.
space and equipment.
Yeah. All right, we're back. Took a little break. Changed the batteries. Made sure everything was going good.
Had another hour conversation.
Yeah, exactly. It's just we follow the same skill set and passion and pursuit so closely.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so fucking easy to get lost in conversation, man. It's awesome. Shit. I honestly, it's just, for what question I want to ask next, it's just what rabbit hole do I lead into? So I'm going to ask, I told you that we've got so caught up in the specific details of everything, of this whole pursuit of cinematography, videography, photography. We got so caught up in all the specs and everything of that that I didn't really ask the questions that I have wanted to ask so far, man. So I want to kind of get to know you a little more.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what would you say drives you for this career pursuit?
It's something I stumbled upon. I was always a film person. I was interested in behind the scenes and stuff. And I was invested in storytelling, and so my idea post high school, I never really had a plan per se, but the senior year, I just started getting into the video side. I actually took video classes, and I was like, fuck yeah. And then I went to college for film intentionally, or not intentionally, but at first it was just film and stuff. So then I got into the photography class. I was learning the fundamentals. I was learning how one frame is a storytelling thing rather than a video, because telling a story through a video is one thing. Telling a story through a single frame picture is another whole different box. And the pursuit of that is amazing. Like, I love the art. I love talking about the art. I love breaking it down. I love experiencing it, showing it, getting it out there, seeing other people's work. That was like the main thing that made me grow in class, was just having that community discussion, because, you know, people are either shooting with different cameras, shooting with different lenses, shooting with different setups, and I would learn from them. I'd see what they turn in, and then we talk about it. And then I got a chance to use some of my friend's setup, with light setup, his background, before I even had any, and it was just through experiencing that stuff, like, I'm just finding the storytelling aspect that I love, because in specifically portraits is like, you are giving the person a story. You're taking a picture of them, yes, but what is in that picture? Who is in that picture? What are you doing for them in that picture? Like things like, you know, what they're wearing, or the color that you use. Like, if you want a pretty girl, you don't want to shoot it on red light, super hard booty. Then it's just like, oh, what the fuck. But just that art, that pursuit of making art, pursuit of sharing it, because all art is to be shared and to be enjoyed by other people. The pursuit of art, and then trying to make that into a life, career, business thing.
So you're at a point where you're pursuing this. When do you finish school?
This semester.
This semester?
Yeah, it's coming
up. This upcoming spring? Or
my last day of class will be December something this year.
So you're finishing in the winter part of it. Yeah, that's right. I forgot there's 2
College
semesters in a year. Yeah. Damn. So after that, it's going to be out there. Are you happy with where you're at right now with your career and everything?
I think not necessarily. There's more I want to do, mainly. Like, I keep saying, like, my equipment. I don't want to be like, once I have this thing, I'll be happy. Yeah. I don't want to I want to not push myself in that direction. Because I am able to do some crazy things with the camera and the equipment and my skills that I have so far, and I'm ready to push myself to do more things and find that extra skill and just keep building on. I just want, it's just the networking is the thing, right? Because in our business, our industry, it's networking, because you can't just take photos of yourself forever, right? You got to have photos of people. You got to have videos of people. You got to have music videos of people. Music artists is the perfect thing. It's a perfect marriage of content, right? They need photos. They need album covers. They need promotional photos. They need music videos. They need multiple reels. Maybe you're not even just shooting just on one music video. You want like 8 reels, and then just post that over a month, and that's your promotional thing for the release of a song. It's just, I want to get in on that as well as whatever weird client comes my way. If it's just a couple, if it's just a wedding, or if it's just a person that wants cool shots of them at doing basketball or something, it's just, it's like the music industry and community and people is like, my number one. Like, maybe number two is like actual film and stuff, but that's a little bit out of my depth for where I'm at right now. Because I'm not really sure how to get into that. I'm sure how to get into the photography thing. I'm iffy on the music video thing. I have an understanding and a theory of it, but with my equipment and my skills particularly it's different. It's a challenge, but it's a challenge I'm willing to take. Yeah, that's like, but the problem is I'm not doing it, or I'm thinking more business wise, so I'm not. I gotta get out of business because that's like what I'm learning in school is business side, the business side of it, making a living off of it. I need to like be just doing videos just for on the side, but then I also have to, if I'm doing that, then I got to do work. I got to go find somewhere to work. So I'm not like starving, right? Or I'm getting money so I can get equipment and stuff. So I'm happy right now. I'm satisfied, but I still yearn for more. For more. I gotta want to work a little bit more.
Yeah. So your ideal future, what does that look like?
Well, there's two parts, right? There's the one ideal future is I manage to either have enough funds or have enough investors to make my own studio and run the studio. And then two is just continuing the freelance until I get to that point. So I want my freelance to be a marriage of the photo and video, because I'm photo all the way.
Interesting.
And I'm not comfortable with my camera's video. I'm aware of the limitations, and I don't particularly like some of my shots that happen up on video. I like some of them, but I know it can be better. Yeah. And it's just an equipment limit. So just building my skill with what I have. And I can't like get out of the mindset of I don't want to give them something bad. Yeah. I don't want to mess up because my camera is a shitbox. Yeah. I want, I mean, if I'm working with somebody that has a better camera than me, then like if that's my future is working with people, like I don't mind being a director of photography. I don't mind being a DP. I feel like that'd be perfect for me because I know the composition side, the storytelling side, the cinematography. I might not have the editing skills, the VFX skills, but fucking pen and paper, I can do the whole production thing. It's just maybe it's that's the future is the networking, because as much as I would like to do it on my own, that's not feasible. And as much as like it's kind of like I don't want a double-edged sword is like people are like don't wait on anybody else. You got to do it yourself. But at the same time, a lot of business is teamwork. Yeah. Specifically media is teamwork. Like a show, you're not going to have any content if you're not going to have any video people there. Yeah. Right. You want good video for your concert, right? Or if you're shooting a music video, you need a gaffer, right? You need a guy to hold the light. Sometimes you're on the move, you got to have someone with the light. You got to have, if you're doing a car shot, you need someone's car, right? Like, or if you can't make an edit, there's a transition that you want to try, but you don't know how to do it. You can find someone who can. You find that team. So is that the future question? Are we still on that? Sorry.
It's okay. I think it's a given where anytime one of us starts talking, wherever it goes is where it goes, you know? And that's valid, you know?
Rabbit hole.
Yeah. Damn, she's about to die. As far as filming goes, we'll probably wrap up. Yeah. Get the last little bit on her. Mm-hmm. And then, honestly, just making the network and the connection here. Yeah. I'm fucking happy, man.
Yeah, me too.
We're definitely going to work together, right?
Yes, sir, bro.
All right, bet.
For sure, man.
All right, hell yeah.
There you go.
All right, man. So, Oh fuck, she died. So we'll finish this up. Just had a hot minute break.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So one thing I like to do at the end of every video is I like to ask. There's two things. One, could you say all of your social handles, like all your social media handles, everywhere they can find you out for anybody who may not be watching right now, or they may be driving, so just hearing it.
Yeah.
Would be good. Could you say all that?
Yeah. So my main one is Instagram, directed by Dank, but it's spelled dir.by.dank, Dirt by Dank, pretty much. I have a website portfolio. That link is on my Instagram as well. That's pretty much where I'm at. Is my main thing is Instagram. For my YouTube videos, that doesn't exist yet. So once you just follow me on Instagram, then once the music videos start coming out, I'll start putting that on YouTube.
Hell yeah. All right, and then secondly, man, what I always ask is pretty simply, if you had anything to leave our audience with, what would you leave them with? One last thing to say.
Everything has a why, and you have to be able to articulate the why. Maybe you don't know why something else is happening. You don't know why there's fucking traffic today. You have no idea, but you know why you are waking up in the morning. You know why you maybe it's like for your family, for your parents, your future family, your own future, your business future. You know why you're listening to that playlist, that sad playlist. You know why you're listening to that fuck yeah playlist. You know all those little things. So you just gotta think about the why, and you gotta be able to defend the why with your life. Something
Valid.
like that. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Well, Dank, I really appreciate your time today. This conversation from one media personnel to another was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Thank you so much for your time, man. Everybody, support him. Go follow him. If you're in Hawaii, hit him up. Shoot with him. Photography, videography, everything. Incredibly talented.
Yeah, sir.
If you're putting together a massive concert, 50,000 seats, get him.
Yes, sir.
Main photographer and videographer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode today. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're getting outside, getting sunlight on you, exercising. Make sure that you're happy, doing what you love. Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Shooties.
Peace.
Yeah.
Dope, man. Hey, I'm really fucking happy. It was awesome.
Yes, sir. It's great, man.
Hell yeah.